Welcome back, everyone. We're here with a new video where we're going to be explaining the how to use a cross bike.
The basics of shifting and clutch control, braking, just being safe on a motocross bike.
Yes.
So let's jump right into it. So right here we have the clutch, and to shift, we'll show the diagram now. As explained in the diagram, you hold the clutch and you kick this down, and now you're in first gear. Then after you let go of the clutch, you start rolling, you gain some speed, you let go of the clutch, then you can shift to second gear, then third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then you're at max speed. You have when you're downshifting, you hold the clutch in, downshift, give a bit of gas, let go of the clutch, hold the clutch again, downshift, give a bit of gas, let go of the clutch. This will all be explained in greater detail further, but then you can downshift all the way to first gear. Start the bike first. Always have to make sure that the bike is in neutral. That is indicated on the display here. On the display here with the green end, that shows us that we are in neutral. Then start the bike with a kickstart. You don't want to be too violent with the kickstart, just a simple movement with a little bit of gas at the end of the kickstart. Then pop into gear, holding the clutch. Now we're in first gear. You want to keep your RPMs relatively high while you're letting go of the clutch. And then you bring the clutch to the braking point, and you notice it start moving. Then just give extra gas, and you can start driving. So we're gonna shift into first gear, keep our RPMs high, then we start rolling. Then when we hear the engine start to make noises that we don't like that, shift up. And at a blind corner like this, you want to slow down. And then when we get to the max speed and there's no more room, the engine makes choices, and we don't want that. So this is where you have to use gas control to keep your bike healthy and to keep your speed constant. I like to do this with my finger on the brake to make sure there's no movement. Now downshifting. Lower our speed, give a little bit of gas. Lower our speed, give a little bit of gas. If you know you're going to come to a full stop, it's best to hold in the clutch and just downshift as your speed decreases. But if you're making small turns, it's better lower your speed by changing one gear at a time. That is the opportunity to ride. You are ready to take a turn without coming to a complete stop. And then when coming to a complete stop, it's best to hold in the clutch This bike has smart shifting, so it's not necessary except in first gear, but it is better for the clutch pads. Then when at a complete stop in first gear, clutch shift, you want to give, as shown in the diagram previous in this video, you want to give the shifter a very slight. See, that was too much. I just went from first to second gear. This is the trickiest part, in my opinion, of shifting on the bike. It's kind of useful. Just like that, a very small kick upwards, let go of the clutch and you're moving.
So the split should be, when braking, it should be 80% back brake and 20% front brake. So yeah, don't ever use only the back brake or the front brake, because if you only use the back brake, it could result in you slipping with your back brake or with your back wheel. And if only using front brake, in most cases your scooter or your motocross could make a wheelie with the front wheel. So you don't want any of those, so make sure that you do an 80-20% split between the two.
So there is a big problem with motocross in the Netherlands, especially if you're young or don't have a lot of money to spend on licenses. First of all, these bikes are very expensive, and second of all, you have to be careful, especially when getting second-hand motocross bikes, that you are getting what you paid for in regards to engine strength. Me and Yalgo are currently only allowed to drive 50cc anything due to our age and just our licenses, and many people in the Netherlands it's a very expensive and long process to be able to drive higher power vehicles. So it's a point of note to be made that if you're purchasing motocross, you need to make sure that it is in fact 50cc, otherwise you could get in a lot of legal issues.
So motocross bikes use different types of oil than normal mopeds, as they require a special type of oil, and they require special maintenance is required throughout the process of owning this motocross bike. So you should keep the oil filled and make sure it's of the right type, because you don't want to break your engine throughout the process. So also of course you need to fill up your motocross bike with gasoline, and in this case, to open it, you just twist this and put your gasoline in it. You should put 98 in it, as it's better for the bike, and it keeps the motor clean and keeps it running extra good. So even though it might be more expensive, it's worth it in the long run. So yes, that's it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you learned a lot on how to drive motocross safely and shifting in general. And
yeah, see you at the next video. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye guys.
Bye.